Myself, Pranay Patil. I'm an aspirant just like you, and currently I'm sponsored by Anglo Eastern, securing an IMCD rank of 1165. I was having, I secured a rank of 6129 last year, that is considered to be as a below average rank. That demotivated more.
Watch your six.
Hello everybody. A warm welcome to all the viewers to this YouTube channel. I'm Mate Merchant Navy. Before starting up this video, I would like to give a brief about myself. Myself, Pranay Patil. I'm an aspirant just like you who prepared for the sponsorship process of the company, as well as for the IME CT 2024 this year through IME and currently I'm sponsored by Anglo Eastern, securing an IME CT rank of 1165. And in this video, I'm going to share my experience as well as my journey of getting selected in Anglo Eastern. So let's start. So if I look from very initials, my whole journey of preparing for Merchant Navy started no sooner I cleared my class 12. And in that, due to some family issues, I was unable to focus on my studies, consequently scoring less marks in my academics. That was 70% in PCM with an aggregate of 68%. And because of that, I was pretty demotivated as well. Because I was having that misunderstanding that strong academics helps you somewhere in the selection. That's true till a certain extent, but that's not complete true. Um, and within that whole demotivation itself, I appeared for IMCT, and because of the lack of preparation I was having, I secured a rank of 6129 last year. That is considered to be as a below average rank. That demotivated more. And because of that, as I stated, I was demotivated, but still I built up a courage and I started preparing for the February batch through IME as I came to know about IME through one of my seniors who prepared through IME and who was sponsored by IME at that time, who was sponsored by a company. And after that, as soon as I came in IME, I realized my actual potential. As I stated that earlier, I was demotivated, and my self confidence at that time was so low that I was targeting up a below average company. And no sooner I came in IME, I realized my actual potential of which what I'm capable of, what I can do. Mentors of IME made me realize that I'm made up for something better. And in that confidence itself, I started preparing for Anglo Eastern. I applied for Anglo Eastern and appeared for the written part of Anglo Eastern as well. And within that part, IME played a vital role. The reason was that whatever I prepared through IME, almost 80 to 90% of that syllabus came in the written of Anglo Eastern. That actually helped me a lot, and I cleared the written of Anglo Eastern with an ease. And after that, I appeared for the interview of Anglo Eastern, Mumbai interview. For the context, being a South Indian, or you may say belonging to the southern part of India, you have to give two interviews. That is Mumbai interview and then the Delhi online interview. At least in my time, it was the same. So I appeared for the Mumbai interview, and over there, despite of having a low rank as well as below average academics, still I was able to make out and I cleared the interview over there. And after that, unfortunately, because of some of my mistakes, what I did in the online daily interview, I was rejected. This is of last day, February. It was in the month of November when I was rejected in daily online interview. And after that, I was pretty demotivated as well. I was not having up any idea that what to do next, because similar thing happened with me in Great Eastern as well. I appeared for the interview of Great Eastern. I cleared the interview, but unfortunately wasn't able to make out in the merit. That demotivated more, and I was in the bloom at that time. I was not having up any idea that what to do, and because of that, I went off for 15 to 20 days. And within my whole depression itself, I became eligible again for applying for Anglo Eastern. And no sooner I became eligible, all the mentors forced me to apply for Anglo Eastern again. I still remember Azad Bhaiya forced me to apply for Anglo Eastern again. As I don't wanted to do that, so as I recently got rejected and I don't wanted to face it again. So my mood was not to apply for Anglo Eastern again, but still he forced me to do that. So, and he ignited that hope within myself. So I applied again. I appeared for the written part. I cleared the written again, and I appeared for the Mumbai interview. It was in the month of December. I appeared for the interview. I cleared the interview over there as well, and I was scheduled with an online daily interview in the month of January. And over there, I was not rejected, but I was rescheduled for the August batch. So, and along with that, simultaneously, I got sponsored by one of the companies itself. So at that time, I was having up two options: either to choose what I'm having, or to gamble up my career and to focus on the August batch and to prepare for the better companies. Though it might sound pretty impracticable, but I decided to go with second option. I decided to take a drop, and I dropped the sponsorship of the company and I started preparing for the August batch. And no sooner I started preparing for the August batch, there were two challenges waiting for me ahead. The very first was I have to prepare for sponsorship of the companies, that is written as well as the interview. And apart from that, I have to prepare for the IMCT as well, and I have to secure a really good rank in order to make out in this batch. And Because of that, I was facing two challenges simultaneously. So apart from that, if I talk about my interview part of Anglo Eastern, I applied, like as I cleared the interview. My interview was again scheduled in the month of April. It was on 1st April, online, proctor based. I gave it from my home. So my interview was scheduled in the morning. One interviewer took my interview for almost 1.5 hours, in which he asked me mostly technical as well as the mathematical part. And over there as well, he rescheduled me again for another interview with another interviewer that was purely non-technical. That too lasted for almost 1 hour. So totally, I gave an interview of almost 2.5 hours at that day. And throughout my whole interviews itself, the number of interviews what I gave in Anglo Eastern, all of them, the duration, average duration was from 1 to 1.5 hours, and the number of interviews what I gave in Anglo Eastern was from 5 to 6 interviews that I gave in Anglo Eastern itself totally. And at last, after going through all of these things, after facing all the exams and interviews, at last I got the thing for which I was craving for. That is, congratulations, you have been shortlisted for the DNS Batch 30. That was the thing that I heard from interviewer, and no sooner I heard that, I was completely blank at that time. Don't know what was going on in my mind, but I was just looking at the face of the interviewer. He was giving me certain instructions of for the processes of medicals and all, but I was blank. I was in my own zone itself, because the thing for which I was preparing for from last 3 years, it was the thing that came to in front of my eyes, and I was speechless. And believe me, guys, that feeling is inexpressible. That is a thing that can be only be felt, and I guess that is cannot be narrated. So yes, this was my whole process itself. Later, I informed regarding it to all of my seniors as well, to all of my mentors in Animate, and all of them congratulated me. Um, and I also told to my family as well regarding it, and everybody was happy. Animate throughout my preparation was more like a family to me. Not only a coaching, not only just a coaching that um, provides you basic material, the thing for which you join Animate or any coaching in general. It is not a thing that Animate is not the only thing that provides only you the material, but also emotional support. At least in my case, I got a lot of emotional support from my mentors itself, and I would like to thank for that Azab Bhai as well as Ikra ma'am. Well, if I talk about my whole journey itself, throughout my journey, the major thing what I learned was the state of prosperity comes with thousands of adversities. Now, I agree that I cleared the interview, but behind that, I went through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties. I faced a lot of resistance from my um, relatives. I got a lot of societal pressure because I was taking up a drop. I was not having up any clear path that what to do next, but still I was giving up my best towards my goal. So yes, if you want to achieve something, you have to go through a lot of challenges. So yes, this is all of about my experience itself as well as my journey of selection in Anglo East. Thank you.